Here we go. Third time I started this video. First time the phone rang and I should have answered. It was my granddaughter, but now I forgot I had my phone taped to my microphone, so I can't do that right now. We're really top of electronics around here. Anyway, I hope you're having a really Merry Christmas, and I'm planning on spending some time with family, and that's always nice. Um, I just wanted to tell everybody how much I appreciated their help all year and how fortunate I feel for having the support of the subscribers on my YouTube channel. And I am very grateful for that. And I know it's not Thanksgiving, but I'm just thinking of all the wonderful things that's been going on that didn't have to be going on. It's just things that, with the help of God that's been created in my life, or the help of a higher power, whatever you want to call it, whatever name you put on it, and probably about 40 years such a study, studying different philosophical things and religions and anything metaphysical, because I'm a really slow learner. What it would take one person 10 seconds to get, it takes me 3 hours to get. So I'm really thankful that I spent my life like I have, learning what I have, because it's what keeps me together at this time in my life. And you guys too. And I just want to thank you so much for being and oh yeah, last time I did a video, I'm not even sure how that works, but since it's coming up on my YouTube channel, it'll probably be in with the other things, the small amount I'm not complaining, but that because I don't do very many videos, that's why I get a small amount, and I don't have that many subscribers. But that I get from YouTube, it'll probably be added in there. But I wanted to thank you for your, I guess they call them super chat. I'm not sure what they're called, but super chats, donations, whatever. I wanted to really thank you for that last video because it surprised me, and I felt very blessed by your gratitude. But anyway, let's get out of this and go to. I just thought I'd come on and just answer a few questions. The main thing I want to say about everything going on is it's like you got a malignant ball. That's our government. And that's been our government for a long time. Trump didn't cause this. It was just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and darker. It usually, I guess, doesn't correct itself. And as long as we were getting along to get along, it was good. It was not going to get corrected. And that's how we ended up giving all the power to the oligarchs and millionaires to start with. So this is definitely a wake up call, but it's also an adjustment that needed to be made to keep going forward. And the universe has got a way of correcting itself. And so instead of being worried about this, we should take some joy in it. And I know it's hard to take joy in things that when we feel like it's coming apart, but we might be amazed at how much it actually ends up coming together. So that's my feeling about this is there's a reason for everything, and not to get upset about it. Just one thing we need to do is start demanding, uh, putting out our energy and demand and asking for what we want, putting it out there, pushing it as individually or as together, and energy. Thoughts are prayers, energies prayers, prayers change the world. And this is definitely something that was getting ready to come into fruition, and it was time for it. And the younger people aren't going to put up with this. The younger people are going to. We always think that they don't know as much as us. Look at Nancy Pelosi out there clawing the walls and everything to keep ALC out of everything. She's always been like that ever since she got in. And things happen to move us on. And maybe this, I'm not saying it's good or bad or whatever. It's life, but maybe this break in the hip is a wake up call. Maybe it'll get her out of there. I don't think anything else is going to get her out of there until she drops dead. She won't even stay home and take care of her husband who was injured. Not that it's mine, her, whatever. We all have our jobs. I'm not saying what she could ever, should or could do ever in her private life. I'm just saying she needs to get out of everybody else's life. It's time for her to go. Her, McConnell, and all of them. And if they don't go on their own, they're going to get nudged out of there some way. So I do have some questions here, and they're very blunt. And I'll just ask them and draw on them. And I haven't been drawn on any of this stuff because I felt like it's been blocked. And when it comes out ridiculous, what seems to, compared to what's going on, I think I always ask myself, how's this going to happen? But I will say this. The starting place of how this is going to get exposed was the betting. I got a psychic dream last night, a really strong one. It was the betting that matched exactly the results that they'd already went in and got people's phones and that kind of stuff. There's going to be some whistleblowers on that. And that's where this starts. Where it ends, who knows? That's what started it, what's already starting it, what's whatever. That probably some other things too, but that's going to be the main, have something very big to do with this. Let's put it that way. Well, this goes way back. This wasn't maybe what I just wrote now. Everybody says that Kamala and, let's see. Why did Kamala and Biden come back to the White House? That's still on there. I'm still getting asked that. Everybody said it was because she might have to vote with the Congress, but that's no reason for both of them to have to come back to the White House. There's something going on there, so let's see maybe what might be involved in that. Well, I don't think it was because they had anything bad going on between them, so yeah. Something to do with debauchery, stealing, greed, avarice, so okay. Something to do with that. And information coming from foreign places about Russia. So this takes you right back to the election interference. Information coming in from overseas. Look at this. Information of money changing hands during the election. Details of information during the election. What was going on, what was coming down, where it was coming from, how it was being done. Look at all these main arcanas. I'm drawing 5 cards, 3 of them main arcana. 4 of them main arcana. So this is in the near future. I like this. I like seeing the magician in the near future. So I think we're going to be hearing about this. I think we're going to hear about this before the inauguration, having the magician in there. We're going to hear something about the election before the inauguration. Oh, I sat here and shuffled these cards a long time before I even decided to do the video. We got another main arcana. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main arcanas out of 7 cards. This is in the 7th house. This is what they came back for, is going to bring America strength. It's going to bring both of them strength. Look at these cards. It was something a lot more important than being a tiebreaker in a vote. Look at this. I don't know where I'm so glad I did this reading. Take a deep look through information. that made both Kamala and Biden stronger. Look at this. Good Lord. I wasn't expecting these cards. Uh, this is getting somebody involved. Like, if it's not the DOJ, it's the higher, it's the FBI, CIA, national security, all kinds of stuff like that. That's where all of our hope is, and that's where all of our fear is. Our hope is that they will come in and look at this seriously and do something about it, and our fear is that they let it go. But they've got all the information. Look at this. So I would say they came back because this information came through. Stuff came through that even surprised them. Let's start. We asked, why did Biden and Kamala come back to the White House? We start with the necromancer, because all of the stuff coming through, and this is not good. This is also like almost like a trump card. And look at this. This information came in from other countries about Russia. Was one of the main ones. And I know people are sick of hearing Russia, 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 but it's there. About money changing hands. A look at what really went on behind the curtain. So the information was there. In the near future after that, we've got the magician doing something about it, which this is the most surprising thing I've drawn. Because you know how I feel about the Democrats dragging their feet and letting the Republicans walk all over them and never fighting back. But it's there. They've got them. They know how to take care of this. This is strength coming in for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. This is the research coming through. Look at all these main arcanas. This is almost like unreal. But on 10 cards, and probably 6 or 7 of them has been main arcanas, this is the big law coming in. And I'm talking about like your everything, Secret Service, they're a bunch of yo-hos. This is just my opinion. Excuse me. But like foreign services, foreign countries, not all foreign, but CIA and all those things. And this is all the goods they've got. They've got it all laid out in front of them. So it's still saying that wasn't asking when, and there's no way the cards ever say when anyway. You're just gonna have to take a breath and see how this goes. But I did love the ideal of the magician being in the near immediate future. So that's somebody doing something about it. Somebody putting things in order and getting it down. So that, every time I read on this stuff, it always comes out exactly not like it sounds unbelievable, but that's what the cards are saying. I'll just put it that way. And I know better than that because I've read cards enough that they're not unbelievable. So I don't know what's going on, but it's going to be a hard fight before it's all over. It's not going to be all cut or dried, but it's coming out. Something's coming out. I thought it might be something to do with real extraterrestrials or something, but I didn't see anything in there that referred to that. Oh my God, I got a bunch of main arcana on the bottom of this too. Where are all these coming from? It's so weird. Anyway, I put them all in different places, so if they come out again, it's not by accident. Oh, that was the question. Did Homeland Security call him back? Yeah, Homeland Security probably did call him back from the looks of those cards. I'm not really interested why Laura Trump withdrew from the election. I mean, I'm not putting anybody down who asked that question, but Santos has probably got something to do with it. This is a good one. I haven't asked this in a long time, and it's one of the most important ones. Will Citizens United be overruled? And I hope you're all having a good Christmas. Will Citizens United be overruled? And I want to wish Merry Christmas to my friend Henry, who always helps me. He helped me with these questions this morning. He helped me find them. Whatever. Anyway, uh, and I want to wish a Merry Christmas to Mark Rhodes and everybody else that I read for. Oh, my friend Jackie, I haven't even got a hold of her or called her. She's back where it's cold in New England. I hope she's having a nice Christmas. So let's see. This next one is will Citizens United be overturned? And I can't tell you when, but if it's going to be overturned, it's a good. We can maybe get a yes or no out of it. Oh, you've seen how many times I shuffle those and I put them all back in separate places, and then I cut the debt and we start again with the devil. Anything to do with the government, I guess, is going to be the devil. Well, right now the devil himself thinks he's going to be in charge. There's some kind of deal here. And this is a healing deal, so it could be something coming up about it before too long. I don't mean like in the next couple of months, but it could be one of the first things on the agenda going forward. I stuck her deep in the deck, and all these cards back in there in different places, and here's the High Priestess again, secrets revealed. So something may be coming out. By looking at these three cards after the question that was asked, I'm thinking it's going to be something to do with the Supreme Court. Taking money. Will Citizens United be overruled? Judgment. There is going to be some kind of vote on that. Another main arcana. Look at this. We got 3 main arcanas out of 5 cards. 6 cards. We got legislation being changed. Look at this. Looked into or changed, and this is quicker than we think. What would have to happen for Citizens United to come up quicker than we think? This is in the immediate future. It will be brought before somebody that's got power of a woman. Look at this. That's the yes card, and that's in the 7th house. So I'm saying it will be overruled, but not maybe till after everything else crashes down. Look at this. We got the sun coming out in the open after something really big and terrible being exposed. Somebody burning everything down. And then I'm glad I kept going. I was going to quit. Another 2 more main arcanas after the sun. So here's 3 more. And I put them all. They were not together. None of the main arcanas. We've got justice coming through, which would be Citizens United getting stuck down. And look at this. We end with the yes card and the medicals card and mana from heaven and people helping people. So I ask if Citizens United would be overruled. And we come out with, yep, you got the right thing, Citizens United. Some kind of deal's made coming up. Evidence coming out. The only thing that would make this really look, and I still think it has something to do with the Supreme Court. And then we've got judgments being made. So it would be good if something does happen to the Supreme Court where they get brought up in front of somebody. Don't know how this is going to happen, but this is what the cards are saying. Something to do with a woman being in charge. So it'd be some woman ruling over the committee or some woman judge or justice or something like that. We've got it coming out into the sunshine. That's a yes card. After the tower falls. So this is going to be, like I said, it's going to be up and down for the next couple of years. But here's justice coming through, and here's the yes card. So I would say yes, Citizens United is going to be overturned. And I'd like to see this because I thought that the way that's another reason all this had to come to a big boom, because the way the Democrats have been doing things, whatever, I don't want to go in and have everybody write me back and bullshit and everything, but we all know that our government's been broken for a long time, and maybe the way to fix it is to get it exposed, and maybe this will get it exposed. So I'm putting these all in a different place, especially since they're all, I do it anyway, but they're all main arcanas all over the deck, and then I'll start shuffling for the next question. And the next question is, okay, this is kind of a yes or no question. You don't always get a yes or no. It says, will we hear an announcement regarding the election before the inauguration? Will we hear an announcement before the inauguration? I don't know. Let's see. I don't know what good it would be just to hear an announcement about it, but we can, that's still, so far it's been like crickets out there, unless you're listening to the psychics. But I know damn well that governments use psychics too. So that's another reason. I can't believe whatever. There's such a lid on this. It almost makes me believe maybe they're really doing something because there's such a tight lid on it. So, okay, so let's see. Will there be an announcement, something to do with the election before the inauguration? And it really doesn't make any difference, because everything to its own timing, and this isn't going to just happen overnight, even if we start hearing of it. But will we be hearing of it? I want to just ask, will we be hearing of it before the election? Something about money changing hands. Here we go. From other governments. I think it's going to be from a whistleblower. We've got the aid of, it could be somebody that's even been pulled in for questioning, being threatened with jail, but somebody that's in jail already. Information coming in from overseas. There's still not no yeses or nos. The past influence on the present. This is judgment. I don't know what. It would be something that happened in the past coming out in the present. So it could be coming through. That could be a yes. In the sky, we've got a yes card. Another one that I had in the 10th house last time, and I buried it deep. Another yes card. Yeah, this is my guides playing with me because they know it's going to upset a lot of people. And here we come through a woman. Something to do with some woman's going to be in charge of exposing this. That's the second time she's come up. And it's the Queen of Wands, the one in charge. And then we got hopes and fears. We got a Queen of Cups. That could be Kamala. Could be something to do with her hopes and fears. I don't know. And then we've got the Ten of Cups, another yes card. So I think this is Spirit telling me yes that it is. By going by these cards, I would say yes, something's going to come out before then. Now, whether this is about extraterrestrials or the election, or it didn't ask about extraterrestrials. It said there's something coming out. What was the exact question? Will we hear an announcement regarding the election before the inauguration? Yep, something about money changing hands from somebody that's a whistleblower. To do with money coming in from overseas. This is going to put a judgment somewhere. People get somebody looking at something. And this is the yes card that we will hear about it. This is the yes card. They will not only hear about it, this will be out before it. That we've got the Three of Hearts, Three of Swords. This is usually family hurt, broken heart. This could be the Trump family, but this is going to be the 33% of people that actually voted for Trump. When the truth all comes out, they're going to all be upset. This is a lady in charge of it. This is Kamala Harris looking it over. And this is another, even though it looks really rocky, it's what we needed to make everything get back to copacetic. So I know I just didn't want to get on the bandwagon of saying this stuff because it sounds so far-fetched, but I can't go against my cards. So that's what's going on there. And I'm going to have to leave this, maybe ask one more question really quick because I want to get this up, and I also want to get to where I'm supposed to be today. So, in fact, I'm just going to have to save the next question. I'm going to have to, what was the next question? I could do that on my pendulum. It says, will any congressmen or women be involved in this? I'll just pull my pendulum real quick for that one because I'm in a hurry. And it's better for a yes or no. I don't know because I don't know how this information is going to come through and what it's going to come through. And we know that Ted Cruz didn't win his election fairly, and a couple of other ones that were so down the totem pole. But let's see. Will any congressman be involved in this? I don't usually hold it up that high. Will any congressman be involved in this? Wow, I like that. You can see that. That's definitely a circle. So that's a yes. I think I heard a couple of the other readers say they wouldn't. But anyway, it says they would. So I want to wish y'all Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and bless y'all and thank y'all and just realize that we chose to be here at this time, and we need to look at it as an exciting time. Love y'all. Namaste.